Ready? All right, what is up, guys? My name is Pocketcraft. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to episode 4. Yeah, we're on episode 4, I believe, of the Cobblemon Hardcore Nuzlocke Challenge. I am so excited to be here with you guys today. I hope you're excited as well. Hope everybody's having a great day. Let me know how you're doing, anything fun going on in your lives. And we have a very exciting day today. I don't want to give too many of the announcements right off the bat, but there are some big things going on. Namely, if you guys see in the bottom left corner right now, we have hit our goal of 5 out of 5 channel members. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much to our new channel members. I really appreciate you guys. If you're a new channel member, make sure to go ahead and pick your Pokemon mascot in the spreadsheet in the membership tab on my channel. But that means today we are going to spin the Wheel of Doom, and I'm terrified. So I'll wait a few minutes to do that because I want to make sure we have some more people on so people don't miss it. But thank you to all of you who are here, Ethan, Pumpkin King, everybody else. Those are the 2 I see so far, but thank you so much for being here. Now we're going to get started. It's a pretty big day, like I said. We want to finish our house so we have a place to live. But then we also, hopefully we'll get ready to take on the first Team Rocket boss today, which is Archer. And so he's a little bit of a, he shouldn't be too hard, but he's the next one. The level cap is level 21, so we'll have to get our Pokemon up to that level. But once we do that, we'll get ready to take them on, and that should be pretty exciting. So we'll work on the house, and then in about 5 minutes or so, we're going to go ahead and we are going to work on, wow, I need a chest. So here's what I think we're going to do. We're going to build a little storage room beneath the house because I didn't build the house big enough for a good storage room. And so we'll build one of those right now. And then we're going to make sure we have enough room in here so that we can store all of our things. And then after about 5 minutes, we'll go ahead and we will spin the Wheel of Doom. So we'll see about that. Cody, thanks for being here, man. Always a pleasure to have you here. We're going to empty our inventory here a little bit so we can build a ladder. This is going to be kind of a ghetto storage space, but like I said, this is just our early base. We will replace this pretty soon with a new one. So Wheel of Doom is getting spun today. If you guys don't know what that is, check the description below. And actually, I think we have enough people on that it's time to go ahead. Thank you, Cody. You have been waiting, and it is largely due to you that we're doing this, so thank you for doing that. Let me change over the screen really quick. I got to pull up the Wheel of Doom so that you guys can see it. It's going to look a little bit wonky for a second just as I pull it up. But there we go. Okay, here is the Wheel of Doom. So as you can see here on the right, there are a few good things, right? So we could get a resurrect a Pokemon, but most of these are bad. So I could die today. Hopefully I do not. And it looks like this is looking a little bit weird for you guys. Let me move this up into the corner so you can see a little bit better. That does not look very pretty, so let me spin it here. And as it spins, looks like, okay, hunt for a fossil Pokemon. So I don't know if you guys can see that, it's a little bit off here, but that is pretty awesome. I definitely was assuming we would get something a lot worse. So I'm glad that we got something good here. And let me as well, we should change our goal here from 5 members to now 10. Once we hit 10 channel members, we'll switch again and spin the Wheel of Doom. So we got super, super lucky. We have a good one here where we just got to hunt for fossil Pokemon. We don't have to worry about anything dangerous. I was worried we'd stay outside all night. I don't have a lot of armor, and I definitely thought we would die. Thank you so much, Carter. I really appreciate that, man. I'm glad that you enjoy the channel, and it's definitely here to support you. So our goal now is hunt for a fossil Pokemon. And so we spin the Wheel of Doom. We're going to do it immediately, so we're stopping everything else. Let me just craft a brush real quick, which I don't think I have any copper with me. So we're going to go get some copper, craft a brush, and then we're going to go hunt for a fossil Pokemon because that is what the Wheel of Doom said to do. And we'll follow it through to the end. And then after we do that, we will finish our house and get ready to take on Archer. So I think we have, there's probably some copper over here, but I think we have a bunch left in the chest at the village. So we'll go over there first, and then we'll come back here. But let me know what's going on in your guys' lives. And it looks like I do have a poll here that I would appreciate you guys taking, talking about what you think I should do next, right? I want to make sure that this series is interesting to you guys, that you enjoy what's happening. So I'd like to do whatever you prefer. And so feel free to comment them down below. I will listen to your suggestions. Obviously, right now, Wheel of Doom takes precedence, so we are going to go ahead and do this first, but we may go and do some other stuff after. And there was some copper here, so we'll grab it now so we don't have to go all the way back to the village. Things can get a little bit glitchy by the village anyways when we're on stream, so it's probably best to avoid it for now. While we're here, I'm a little bit scared that this guy is going to attack us, because we are again playing with fight or flight, so that guy could come after us, but we'll see. Can you try and get Dracovish? Yeah, I've heard that Dracovish is a beast. We'll definitely try and catch him. He's one of the harder ones to get, because we'll need 2 fossils to pull him out, but if we're able to find it, I definitely will. Question, I guess I'll let you guys pick. There's 2 ways to find a fossil Pokemon. We can just hunt for it in fossil structures, right, and then use the resurrection machine, or we can go to a lush cave biome and hunt for it there, where there'll be ultra rare spawns, but the fossil themselves will spawn. Let me know which one you guys want, and we'll go ahead and do that one. Either way, I mean, we kind of need to go mining anyways, so caving isn't too bad, although it can be a little bit dangerous. So let me know what you want as I change this copper into a brush, so I'll be ready, and then we'll go for either one. Can you get a Hydreigon for me? It's your favorite Pokemon. I would love to catch a Hydreigon. I'll definitely try to. Hydreigon is actually, I think I just made a video about it. I recorded a video today. It won't be posted for a couple days, but talking about some of the rarest Pokemon in Cobblemon. And I guess spoiler alert for those of you who are going to watch it, which is hopefully most of you guys. Hydreigon is one of the rarest Pokemon in Cobblemon. Dino is pretty hard to come by. He mainly spawns in the deep dark, which is a terrifying place to go. But I will definitely try to get it at some point, IDK. I think he's a dope Pokemon, and it would be awesome to have him on the team. Yeah, they spawn in deep dark, which is a dangerous area, but it would be cool if we could catch one. Okay, so we have more copper now. We got a bunch of coal while we were at it. We're going to have a little bit of a ghetto base here. I promise I will finish it, but we have to go through with the Wheel of Doom first. And so, oh, there's a Dreepy. No way. Okay. We might be able to catch it right now. We have some Pokeballs. It's almost nighttime, though. Let's go to bed first and then catch it. Hopefully it doesn't despawn. I don't think it will. We at least have some protection, so we're safe here. What's my favorite Pokemon? That's a tricky one. I mean, I've played Pokemon my whole life, so I've gone through phases. Squirtle was up there for a long time. Recently, Gyarados has been one that I've really enjoyed for a while as well. So maybe Gyarados, but Dragonite obviously is a long time favorite as well. I'm not sure. It's always hard for me to pick. I also really enjoy Umbreon. So there's a couple there. I know that wasn't a straight answer, but those are probably the top ones for me. Yours is Hisuian, Cyndaquil, or Typhlosion, I mean. But everybody else, feel free to comment down below what your favorite are. I'd love to hear that. You accidentally beat the evolved Dino. Shoot. That is Zweilous. That is a rare Pokemon. It stinks that you accidentally knocked that out. Sorry, man. We got Dreepy down to 7%, which is ideal for catching him. He's a ghost Pokemon, so it'd be kind of cool if we could get him in the Slate Ball here. And we'll see what's going on. Ooh, okay, there's some more copper here if we need it. We have plenty for a brush, though, which is really all we need. And Dreepy broke out. We may have to switch in a little bit so he doesn't knock us out. And I think Shroomish has Stun Spore. So let's try and paralyze him so we can catch him more quickly. Golisopod is an awesome Pokemon. That is definitely a great choice. And Stun Spore him here should make him easier. Garchomp is a great Pokemon as well. Hopefully we can catch Dreepy here. This will be our first pseudo-legendary. Now, Dreepy as just Dreepy kind of sucks. But once Dreepy evolves into Dragapult, he would be a super good asset to the team. So this would be an awesome Pokemon for us to catch. I think Dreepy is actually probably the easiest pseudo-legendary to catch in my experience. Could you place a water bucket on Dreepy to make dive balls more effective? You might be able to do that to make dive balls more effective. I don't know. We may have to try it because we only have 2 normal balls left, which isn't good. And I got to be careful here that Shroomish doesn't get KO'd. Please catch. There we go. Awesome. Sweet. We just caught our first pseudo-legendary. That is a great start to the episode here. Pokemaster, yeah, you got to go ahead, re-download Minecraft, install Cobblemon. That's the way to go. So we got Dreepy now, and we won't use him yet. I'm going to put a poll here. Looks like right now building a food farm is tied with mining for resources. So we'll go for that. But I'm going to do a quick poll for you guys. I'll have to end this other one because I'd like to see whether you think I should go and do lush caves or look for a fossil structure. How to get fossils. I got to type this out real quick. I do not have the best streaming setup, so it's a little bit slow whenever I have to type a question for you guys. But I've got it in here now. And yeah, we'll do whichever one you guys feel. I'll craft a quick brush here just to make it so we're able to do either one. It's a useful item to have anyways. We'll just add a couple more coal. We're going to want most of that for torches probably. And where's our copper? There we go. We'll add some copper in. We need some more Pokeballs too. So do I go through Forge? I do use Curse Forge, yeah. And I put everything on Fabric, but you can do Forge as well. You've been streaming Cobblemon as well, IDK. I'll have to check out your channel. I love supporting my viewers, and so I'll have to check that out. Yeah, it'll be a while before we can evolve Dreepy. Oops, somehow I added emojis there, which was a little bit weird. We'll see. Looks like right now, vote is for Lush Caves. So that is definitely the more dangerous option, but we'll go for it. Hello, Tuert. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. So I think I'm just going to get some extra food, and then we'll go ahead, build some torches and food, and then we'll go look for a Lush Cave. They can be a little bit rare to find. If I remember right, if you see an azalea tree, it means there's a Lush Cave beneath it. So that might be a good place to do it. I'm going to set a quick waypoint here for our house. Now, we might have a little bit of a detour as we're looking for a fossil Pokemon, but that's okay. It'll be a fun detour to go through. I do think I should bring some more Pokeballs with me, though. So I'm going to go, I guess we're getting copper. I'll just turn these into basic Pokeballs here that we have so that if we run into any cool Pokemon while we're mining, we can catch them. And, of course, obviously, if we run into the fossil Pokemon that we plan on hunting. I think I have enough normal blocks here. We'll have to hopefully get mining while we're down there as well. So it should be a good double whammy. We can get a couple things knocked out while we're here. And we're just going to restock on Pokeballs, and then we'll head out. We'll get as many as we can, which we should be able to get we should be able to get enough that I think we can catch anything we run into. And there'll be a couple different colors, but that's all right. Once we go mining, we can start crafting better balls as well. Quick balls, ultra balls, and stuff like that, which will be awesome. But I think that should be enough for now. We'll put the copper away. Lush. Ooh, we are at 50-50 right now, actually. We need at least one more person to vote, so I know whether to go for a Lush Cave or a fossil structure. And maybe we'll just go look for both at the same time. That might be the best way to go for it. I think I need a feather, which I don't think I have yet. Let's see if there's anything we can get a feather from. There's a Wingle over here, which I bet will drop one if we knock it out. Yeah, over here on the side. Do I use Modrinth? I actually use Curse Forge, so I don't use Modrinth. But Modrinth works as well. The first one I found was Curse Forge when I first downloaded Cobblemon, and so I've used that ever since. But I know Modrinth works really well as well. Ooh. That was a little bit of lag as we hit Wingle, which is not a great sign as we are going to fight some Pokemon. But we'll enter into a battle then, if it lets us. This Wingle is glitching out a little bit. And so maybe, there we go. Okay, that took forever, but sorry about that there. Hopefully that doesn't keep happening. We should be good. But it looks like we're still 50-50 Lush Caves and Fossil Structure. I think someone voted for Lush Caves and then someone voted for Fossil Structure. So I like the evening out. Once this battle is over, whatever's highest we'll go for. And looks like we should win this battle. No problem, which is good. We need to level up our Pokemon as well. And we need to remember to grab our bed while we're waiting, so that we have the opportunity to sleep. That way we won't be as exposed during night. And this guy is really just staring at our face. Oh, we're confused, which could be dangerous. And we did hurt ourselves in confusion. We could knock ourselves out here. Hopefully we don't. I hate being confused. Quick attack doesn't do too much though, so as long as we hit him, we should be fine. Awesome. You've used Cursed Forge, but recently tried Modrinth. Modrinth doesn't make you wait to download mods. That is nice. I do feel like Modrinth has more mods like enabled to download directly, whereas Cursed Forge, I feel like I have to go a more roundabout way sometimes. But they both work, so it's really whatever you prefer. Yeah, if I hadn't started with Cursed Forge, I might have done Modrinth. I know some people have asked me to do it before, so I may go over there at some point. But let's build. I still need to make a stick. All right. And now looks like currently fossil structure is winning. So I'm going to go around and look for a fossil structure. If I happen to see an azalea tree, maybe we'll go down and look for a lush cave as well. But we'll start off with fossil structure. Now that will require us to build a restoration machine, which would also take some time. But that is okay, and hopefully we should be able to find one soon here. I'm hoping for Aerodactyl. That's what I got in my other Let's Play series, and he was awesome. But Tyrunt would be sweet. Dracovish would be sweet, like a bunch of you guys talked about. Comment down below your favorite fossil Pokemon, and hopefully we'll be able to find your favorite. And I did bring my bed, correct? Yeah, we're going to want to put this guy out so we're able to sleep. Your Mons can drop stuff too. Yes, I forgot. Pokemaster, you're new to Cobblemon. Yeah, each Pokemon has different items that they can drop, and so you're able to get some rare items sometimes just from Pokemon dropping it, which is pretty awesome. So I think that's definitely one of the most fun things about Cobblemon. Definitely highly recommend it. Am I going to buy the Switch 2? Probably. Yeah, I haven't looked too much into it yet. I'm sure at some point I'll go for it. I don't know if I'll get it right when it comes out, but it might be fun for Pokemon Legends ZA. And there was a little bit of glitch there as we're going, but that's okay. There's a watch trail over the water, which would be pretty sweet, but our goal is fossil Pokemon. So everything else is going to take a back seat unless we come across something crazy. Wow, we are glitching. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hopefully that gets resolved. I know that's been happening a couple times here. I've noticed when I just exit out and come back in, kind of resolves it. Whoa. I just teleported, I think. Yeah, don't know what's going on there. Sorry about that, guys. Tyrunt, because he's cute. Tyrunt is cute, and I think he's also, Tyrantrum is a beast. So that's definitely one that I'm hoping for. That would probably be my top pick, that or Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's nice too because we can fly on him, which will be nice for staying safe in here. But yeah, feel free, comment down below any questions you have. We're just going to be kind of wandering around until we find a fossil structure, because that is the winning vote currently. And so I'll be here to answer any questions you have. And let me get my sword out so we're ready. This is your first time watching the stream. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in, Stephanie. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos, and thanks for joining the streams. I'm fairly new to streaming, so I don't have the fanciest equipment or anything yet, but it's fun. I enjoy spending time with you guys here, and it allows us to do things like this where you can watch more gameplay, which I think is fun, because it can be hard to get all of this in a normal video. Hoping to get one from France from your aunt. That would be awesome. A French Switch 2 would be super sweet. Let me know if I miss any structures that you guys see. I know I like to go in the forest. There's a good chance of some. Plains biomes I feel like are the easiest to find one, so maybe we'll go there. But we haven't gone this direction in our world, so I figured we'd go. And then if we find any cool biomes along the way, that's just a plus. So we can hunt some. Ooh, shiny Teddiursa. No way. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We just found our first shiny Pokemon. And so this is definitely a successful episode. We spun the Wheel of Doom, and we found our first shiny. I don't see it, but I know it's around here. I don't know if it's in the tree. There he is. And Teddy Ursa, that is a fun one. Teddy Ursa, okay, level 15. That's a little bit dangerous for us, but we are definitely going to try and catch it here. I wish I had a quick ball. We could put it in a boat, but we've been doing that too much. I want to actually catch a Pokemon. Okay, we got to be careful we don't knock it out here, though. I can't believe we just found our first shiny. This is super exciting. Okay, fingers crossed we don't fail it because we don't have false swipe yet. Name it Larry. Larry is a good name, and no members have claimed Teddy Ursa yet, so we might start as Larry, but if any member happens to claim it, we'll switch it to their name. Okay, it is going a little bit slow here. Okay, I think we can risk one more Rock Smash, and then we'll have to be careful. The game is moving incredibly slow, which is a little bit stressful here. For some reason, it's not registering Teddy Ursa's attack at all. Okay, there we go. That was very slow, but we should be good here as long as... Oh, and it's Fury Swipes. Oh, crap. Okay, we might lose Crabrawler, which I don't love. I could switch, but I think it's worth it for the shiny. So we're going to have to go for it. We got to be careful here, too. It is nighttime here. The battle, for some reason, is going super slow. So while it's going, I'm going to go up here. Okay, it did not hit us, so we're going to switch into Shroomish and try and land a Stun Spore. We'll stay up here to be a little bit safer from mobs. I would go to... I don't know. I might be able to sleep during the battle, actually. I don't know if that'll end it, but we'll try. We do have to do something. We'll go for Stun Spore here. Oh, yeah, I don't think it... Okay, it is letting us fall asleep during the battle. Hopefully it doesn't end it, and it doesn't. So that keeps us safe. There we go. And it's not the lowest health, but I think we'll try and throw a Pokeball anyways. Oh, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, we successfully made it through the night without any mobs spawning. So now we just... Oh, and we got it. There we go. Lucky Color, our first shiny Pokemon of the series, Shiny Teddy Ursa. And we haven't died yet. Hopefully we don't jinx us. But day 21, we got a shiny Pokemon. We have spun the Wheel of Doom. Things are definitely going better than earlier. Than the previous episodes. Now, we do not have a PC with us, so we won't be able to use good old Larry for a little bit. But once we get back to base, we can switch him out. And there's a plains biome up here, which I think will be our best bet for finding a fossil structure. Although it looks like we are even between lush caves in them so far, but we'll see. And I don't see any yet, but we'll keep going. In my experience, these are kind of the easiest places to find fossil structures because you can just see kind of the big old mounds up there. All right, everybody seems to agree with Larry, though, so that's what we're going to name Teddy Ursa when we get back. And there we go. There's a fossil structure. Okay, fossil structures are a little bit obnoxious to dig out sometimes, but it should be... Can I turn it into Blood Moon Ursaluna? That would be sweet. I don't know if the mod pack I'm playing with has Blood Moon Ursaluna or not, but we should definitely try. Ursaluna in general would be epic. So I'm pretty excited for that. We'll definitely have him on our team, and we'll see if we can find any good... Hopefully that Boufflant doesn't attack us, but we'll see if we can find any good fossils here in this structure. We'll have to be careful with the lag that we've been having, that we don't accidentally destroy the suspicious gravel, because that would be a huge bummer. Okay, he hasn't hit us yet, so that's good. We're playing with Fight or Flight, and I don't yet know which Pokemon will attack us, and so I'm trying to be as cautious as possible. And we'll just start digging this out top to bottom, and then once we get to some suspicious gravel, we'll start digging. But I kind of like to clear things out as much as possible so we can hit a couple at once. Ooh, gotta be careful there that we don't destroy the gravel. And we'll see if we can get our first fossil here. If we could find it in our first structure, that'd be awesome. Then we could work on finishing the house today as well. But if not, then that'll just be the focus of our episode. We'll keep going until we get one. And let's build another crafting table so we can get another shovel. Otherwise, this is going to take a long time. All right. We'll make ourselves another shovel. And, whew, there we go. What PC specs do you have? Believe it or not, I actually, well, you can probably tell. Usually there's no problem when I'm making normal videos, but streaming takes a little bit more effort from it. I actually am not even using a PC. I'm using a Mac laptop. So that is why we're experiencing a little bit of lag. This seems to be worse than previous weeks. I don't know if maybe I have too many tabs on. Oh, shoot. Young Goose is attacking us. Okay, that was... Oh, we almost just died. Okay. Oh, okay, that was scary. Let's switch Chestpin for now. This is kind of a high-level Young Goose, actually. I think you can also get fossils from Gimme Ghoul Ruins. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know that. So I'll have to check that. Chestpin would not be my first choice to attack Young Goose, but we just got to do something to make sure he doesn't kill us. So that was the first time we've had a Pokemon attack us, and it did a lot more damage than I expected. So that was kind of terrifying, but luckily we can just kind of enter into battle, and that can save us for a moment. And it looks like I think Chestpin should be able to take him out. Payback here is going to do a good amount of damage, but I think Chestpin will knock him out with this one, and we should be good. Alright, yeah, so hopefully in the future I'll upgrade to a PC as the channel grows a little bit more, and that'll help a little bit with the lag here. But I think I think I probably have too many homework tabs open, and I'll have to be more careful about that next stream. Also seems as I go a little bit slower, I think things are a little bit better. I just can't get too excited running around. Okay, I'm a little bit impatient, so we'll try with some of these and see if we get lucky. That looks like it's just a bone, unfortunately. And let's see if there's any other. There's one more over here, and we'll dig out. I'm sure there's more. This could be something good. Oh, I think this might be. And fossilized bird. Okay, so that is half of what we need for Dracovish, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So we could get what everybody's wanting. Let me know. Remind me in the comments if anybody knows what's the combo that needed for Dracovish, and what order is it? Homework, what do you study? I am a information systems student. So studying that, it's kind of like a mix of computer science and business if you haven't heard of that. But so that's what I do most of the time, and then Pocketcraft is just on the side here for fun to hang out with you guys. But we've got a couple things going here, so it should be good. There's suspicious gravel in front. Yeah, I do see we've got a little bit more here. This is normal gravel. You gotta be careful you don't accidentally break the wrong ones, which I've definitely done before. But we've got one here. Let's see if we get the second half of Dracovish. Fish and Draco. Okay, so it's fossilized fish, not bird. Oh, did we just get... Oh, just a mental herb. Dang it. I thought that was going to be another fossil. Let's see here. I don't think any of these are suspicious. I believe there's one over here, though. And that looks like it might just be coal, unfortunately. Thank you. I super appreciate that, Pokemaster. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I try and make them as helpful and as relevant as possible. I know Cobblemon's a new game. It's constantly updating, and there's not a ton of guides out there, so I try to make sure I can answer any question that anybody might have. Oh, this looks like it might be another Nope, big root. Okay, and this is, I think, another herb. Let's see. We can get rid of a stick. Or we'll change this into a torch to conserve some space here. And then, is there anything we don't need? Don't think we really need a bone. Are there any texture packs that make suspicious gravel way more obvious? Good question. I don't actually know. I would not be surprised if there is. I don't have one, but I probably should, because yeah, it can be a little bit difficult to spot, that's for sure. But we found a fossilized bird, which is good, but we could definitely use something more, because we aren't able to turn that into a fossil. So we're going to have to keep going until we can get a full one. So we'll either need another half or another kind of fossil, and then we can move on to something else. But that's going to be Wheel of Doom. We go for it until we complete the challenge. So luckily it was the fossil one. We could have had one that would have been a lot more dangerous. Like if it was raid and nether fortress, we are not prepared to do that yet. We have like no armor, and we also don't have the materials yet. We'd have to go mining for obsidian and stuff, but luckily we don't have that yet. But if we hit 5 more members, so if we get to 10 channel members, we will spin the Wheel of Doom again. And so whenever that happens is when we'll move on, and so that's kind of up to you guys there. But yeah, I think it definitely is a good way to keep the series exciting. Mega and Z moves are extra mods, correct? Yes. There's a really popular one that's been coming on recently, and so if you want that one, it's Mega Showdown, Cobblemon Mega Showdown. I would recommend Googling that. It's a newer one that people have been using, but from what I hear, it works really well. I haven't used it too much, but it adds a bunch of legendary Pokemon, Z moves, Mega Evolution. It's a pretty good option there. And let's see, I think this is just iron, unfortunately. We do need more iron, so it's not too bad. But there's one more suspicious over here. Oh, that could be, I think that's nature mints. Or I don't know what this is. We don't really need a big root. Or yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to use a mirror herb. So we can get rid of that. Vivichoke seeds. Okay, that's actually not too bad. So we can go for that. I don't think I see any more suspicious gravel. We'll dig out one more little spot here, see if we find anything. But I doubt there's any more. Hypothetically, if you make 5 more accounts to become a member, does that count? I guess it does count. I mean, that would be, you would be carrying the team there, Cody. But I think that does count. I think YouTube also offers a way to gift memberships to other people. Like, I don't know exactly how that works, to be honest. But I think there's a way to do that. But yeah, it's just whatever the number is what we'll do. So if Cody wants to be a homie and hook everyone up, then I guess Cody can carry the team. Alright, let's see here. Now, our inventory is very full. And yeah, like I thought, there's nothing here. And those just reappeared, which is crazy. The rain is not helping our lag. But we'll keep looking for one more. And then we may have to go empty our inventory a little bit. Joe Bateman, hi. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. We definitely need to have shulker boxes. We are definitely not ready for the end, but that would be a huge plus right now because we are definitely running out of inventory space. There's a little bit of a flower forest here, which is pretty cool. I think there are some interesting Floetta forms that can spawn in these. Although I think we're about to get to, there might be some ocean up here, which could be unfortunate because there's not going to be, well, there are some fossil structures that can spawn near the ocean, but they're harder to spot. I'm really looking for another suspicious mound. Those are kind of the easiest ones to find, or there's some trees that are pretty easy as well. Tree would be nice because we do need some extra wood, although then we'd have to mess with our inventory more. Alright, hopefully we'll go on. Predict what you guys think the first full fossil we find will be. I think we'll probably get another fossilized bird is my best guess. There's a Gimmighoul tower, which I guess someone said you can get fossils from there as well. And so maybe we'll go check that out. Gimmighoul is a cool Pokemon too. I'd love to get a Golden Go in the series. Don't know if that's realistic in 100 days though with all of our other challenges that we're going for. Because that takes some serious time. What mod shows Pokemon on the map? It's Zero's minimap and then Zero's Cobblemon data pack. You need them both. I would recommend checking out, I actually have a video about it on my channel. If you look on my channel, just how to use a minimap in Cobblemon, search that on my channel page, it should come up. And I've got a full tutorial there that you can use, Joe Bateman. Alright, whoa, Swanna, which is pretty cool. Okay, I think it's turning nighttime, which is good, because that will stop the rain. And so I think it's going down in just a second here. There we go. I'm always impatient and do it too early. But we've got some time here. We got about 25 minutes before the stream ends. I'm feeling like we're going to find a fossil here pretty soon. The structures usually aren't too hard to find. Hopefully we can get it in a Gimmighoul tower here. That was the longest night of sleep ever. But we made it through. Oh, and there's a mountain up there, which is awesome. We won't explore it right now because I don't think we're quite ready for that. But they have some pretty rare Pokemon can spawn. That's where a lot of pseudo-legendaries spawn in mountain biomes. And so we may come exploring over there later to try and get something good. Alright, there's a Gimmighoul Tower. We went in the wrong direction. Let's see if we can find a fossil in here. If not, we'll look for another suspicious mound or something. And we'll see if there's anything down here. I've never actually tried to find a fossil in a Gimmighoul Tower, so we'll see how that goes. But, oh yeah, there totally is suspicious gravel here. Good call. And I'm tempted to make a chest here, but we have nowhere to put it. So we're just going to hope we get something quick, and then we can change. Oh, is that a shiny Gimmighoul? No way. That is insane. That's the craziest spawn ever. Okay, we definitely got to try and get a golden go then. Shiny Gimmighoul. Wow. This is crazy, guys. What an episode. I cannot believe that we just ran into that. Whew. 2 shinies, 1 episode. This is huge. Okay. Let's do Sunspore right off the bat. And, wow. I can't believe we just found that, guys. This is super exciting. 2 shinies, 1 episode. And, wow. The stream our series is going off to a much better start. We were struggling at the beginning, but yeah, I can't agree with you more, Stephanie. What an amazing episode. 2 shinies, and hopefully we'll get our fossil here at some point. This is super hype. We could go for a different one here, but we'll keep going for Absorb. What are my shiny odds? Yeah, I just released a video about shiny Gimmighoul today. That's true, actually. Good point, Ethan. The short I posted today was about shiny Gimmighoul. The shiny odds that I picked, I believe, are 1 in around 3,000, 4,000. They're pretty close to what you get with like a shiny charm in one of the newer games. I made it a little bit lower so we could hopefully find something in here. But still, 2 in 1 episode is huge. First 3 episodes, we didn't see a single shiny, so that is definitely good luck. We're getting compensated for getting absolutely demolished by Brock the first couple times. I did just make a video about shiny Gimmighoul, Cody. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Now, we got the one without the chest, unfortunately, but still super awesome. I'm pretty pumped that we found that. Let's see if we can catch it here. Now, we'll have to have a side quest then to see if we can get a golden go in the series. That would be pretty difficult, but we'll see. And I mean, if we survive 100 days, you know, we could always try 200 days and get that in there, but I guess we got to survive first. It's only day 22, so don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But, guys, this has been huge. 2 shinies and 1 episode. I cannot get over how awesome that is. So, we're having a good time. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the support, especially shout out to those who have become channel members, allowed us to go on this quest to find all these things. Looks like that is a pottery shard or whatever I think they're called. Oh, here's what we're going to do, guys, to save some space. Let's just give some of these random items to our Pokemon to hold. Although we're losing space there, but let's just give Shroomish an energy root to hold, and that'll clear up the space in our inventory, and we can do that as we keep going. Technically, you're 1/5 of the way already. That's true. We're already a 5th of the way through the series, which is pretty exciting. We got raw chicken here. We might get rid of that for now. There's a lot of suspicious gravel down here, actually. There's definitely a chance we could find something. Hopefully we do. Another pottery shard, which is pretty exciting. We can do something with that. And what's this? This might be a fossil. Or is that another pottery? That's... I don't know what that was that we just picked up. But apparently we have it, so I don't know. Someone must have got that. This is a fossil. I think it's another fossilized bird, though. Actually, never mind. That's a relic coin. Well, we will need some of those, but that's not our priority yet. And another relic coin. And I think another relic coin. All right, so that's not what our main goal is, but we got some. I don't know that there's any other suspicious gravel here. We'll look higher up the top. If there's anything we could... I don't think we really need this mental herb. What does that even do? Okay, yeah, we don't really need that. So we'll get some of those here because we might as well start stocking up for our shiny Gimme Ghoul. We'll probably just keep him kind of in the PC until we can get him evolved, because we don't want to lose him, and it's going to take some time before we get enough coins for that. But yeah, we're 1/5 of the way to 100 days already. That's a good point, Cody, which is pretty exciting. So we should hopefully be there pretty soon. Let's get up here to the top, and there should be a Gimme Ghoul or stuff in this chest. And it's actually just a chest, which is pretty exciting. Relic coins. Okay, Protector. This is for evolving Rhydon, which is huge. It's actually one of my favorite Pokemon. But we got to decide what we need here. And there's also a Thunderstone, which is pretty exciting. I don't really care much about Gravel. 2 Flint we don't really need. Experience Candy is nice, not super. Focus Band is super nice, actually. I think we'll definitely want to use that. We probably don't need this much dirt, so we'll switch that out there. And if you break the sacks on the tower, they give you coins. Yeah, I've heard that as well, so we'll have to go for those coins in a second. We'll might as well just give this to someone. The experience candy here, we can use that up. And let's give it to, we might as well give it to Turtwig, our shiny boy here. And this is proved to be a bit of a shiny series, which is exciting. I also just realized we do have the opportunity to have Turtwig on our shoulder, so I don't know why we haven't always been doing that. Oh, and there he's inside our head. And emojis again, we're just bringing those out. But there's Turtwig. We'll have him on our shoulder until he evolves, which will be pretty soon based on his level. But we might get an episode or so with him. I'd also like to have this actual chest because I think it's pretty sweet. And so we might as well break it. And we will start getting those coins. We do need a ton of them, right? It's a couple, we think we need 999 of them, so that's going to take a while. But if we just take out every Gimme Ghoul we see for a while, we should be able to start working our way up. And who knows how long it's going to take us to find a shiny Pokemon, a fossil Pokemon. We might get there in time. Okay, we'll work our way down here. I think the chest fell right here. And so I can switch out one of these again. What did I pick up that I didn't want? Inventory management is the bane of my existence here. Flint, there we go. Okay, gilded chest is sweet. We'll definitely want that. Okay, we'll keep looking here. Although this has been very, very nice. We've found 2 shinies already. We haven't found a fossil yet, but we have found 2 shinies, so we'll keep going. Oh, I did forget to break the sacks. I don't know if I even saw any, actually, though. There's probably one around here somewhere. But, yeah, I don't know if this one actually had any sacks, so we may just keep going for now. And I think we'll go in this direction as we look for something. We set a waypoint at home, so we should be able to make it home without any issues. I don't have a ton of food, though, so hopefully we come across something soon. We'll pick up any iron we see on the way, because we do need to get better tools and probably better armor. Ooh, and that's a cave, which I do not really want to go caving yet, because I am a pansy. And so we'll go up here. There's a Gimme Ghoul here, so we might as well take it out, because I think it drops like 1 coin, which is kind of cruel to do this. But, oh, we actually got a TM as well. Sleep Talk, I don't actually care much about that, so we're fine. Okay, and we'll keep going. There were 2 sacks. Shoot. I probably should go back, but I am focused on fossil. We got 15 minutes left, and we are going to try our best to find a fossil. And I think over there is our bet. I actually should know this because I'm the Cobblemon tips guy. Joe Bateman, welcome to Great Members. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the team. In the members section on the channel, you can go ahead and pick your Pokemon mascot, and I'll name them after you. But thanks so much for joining. I super appreciate your support. Welcome to the channel. And thank you to all of you as well. I know some times, depending on your circumstances, you may not be able to become a channel member, but I appreciate everyone who turns out here and watches the videos as well. So I don't want you guys to feel less appreciated. Thank you to everybody who's here. Let's make sure. I don't think this is suspicious gravel, but every once in a while when you see a bunch together, I just feel the urge to check. Because I know there's some fossil structures that spawn near the ocean, and I should know this because I am the Cobblemon tips guy, but off the top of my head, I actually don't remember what the ones by the water look like. So if anybody knows, feel free to shout it out. Otherwise, I'll just keep looking for suspicious mounds and stuff. This does look like it could be one, though. But I don't want to dig around in it if it's not. So we'll see about that. It does look like it has potential. None of this is suspicious. But this could just be a random stone mound. And I'm not sure I want to dig it all out if it's not. Does anybody know? I don't know if anybody does. But, oops, I'll dig out like a couple blocks here and see if it looks like there's anything. If there's not anything, any gravel showing up, then I think it's probably not anything. And, yeah. I don't think this is anything. Unless someone tells me it is, I probably won't come back. Looks like there might be a village over there. So we go peep some items, which would be cool. And then we'll keep looking for a fossil. That's the goal of this episode. We got 15 minutes left. If we don't find it, we'll continue next stream with the same goal. But hopefully we'll be able to find something pretty soon here. And we could look over here. I like the fossil area. Not the fossil area. The plains biomes, like I said, are usually the easiest places to find fossil structures. But I think we might as well go over to the village just to have a place to stay the night. And there's probably some cool items there, which we are super full on inventory, so maybe not the best goal to go there now, but we can at least mark it for later. We should just sleep now before it gets too dark, though. We don't want anybody joining in. All right. I don't want to backtrack too much. We'll go straight on to the village, and then we can check on our way back if there's anything over there. And I'm actually going to build a boat just because the way the glitches have been here, I have a fear that we are going to glitch while swimming and drown. And so I'm going to build a boat to make sure that does not happen. That way we can be a little bit safe here. I'm being as cautious as possible. Want to make sure we survive those 100 days. Thank you, Cody, as well. Appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the stream. Do you put your account name next to a Pokemon, or can I choose a name? Choose whatever name you want, as long as it's appropriate. So it can be your own name or just whatever nickname you'd like it to be. Yeah, it doesn't need to be your account. And so with your membership, that's your perk. You get one of the perks. There's a couple, but you get to choose a Pokemon name of whatever you like. And so that's up to you. Now, it looks like this is just a little island village, so we may not... we'll probably just have to leave right after this to go actually find a fossil. But I would like to see if there's anything good here that we can take on our road. There may be more armor or something, which could be nice. And then there's some things we may just come back for later if there's good stuff, because we don't have a ton of room. And thank you to you, Joe Bateman. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I like saying it. And there's probably... I feel like these have good stuff. Bread is nice. And a red apricorn seed. We actually need both of those. I think we'll just mark this village and come back later, though, because we're not going to have room for anything. And we're running out of time in this episode to find our fossil. So we'll just put village. We'll come back here later, and when we're looking for more resources, and when we have more space in our inventory. Wild Gyarados, which is sweet, but I feel like with the mod we have, Gyarados will eat us alive. So let's go find our boat. I have no idea where I parked it. I think it's over here somewhere, maybe. Or maybe not. I think I'm going to get lost in this village. But that's okay. We're going to keep going around until we find our boat. And this island village is pretty sweet. This could be a pretty cool place to build a base. One of our goals is to build an awesome base. I suck at building. And our first one that we've built right now is... Or actually, we haven't even finished, but started to build, is just a starter base. But we will build something nicer at some point. But this could be a cool place to do that. We could have a little island village here. Oh, wow. And I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. I think there was just a train whistle, which I don't even think there's trains that close to where I live. So that's interesting. Let's go. We'll go over to that other place that looks like a plains over here. We're getting farther and farther from home, so we ought to be a little bit careful here. But we're got to find a fossil. And so fossil structure is the goal. That's what we voted for. But if I happen to see an azalea tree and there's a lush cave nearby, then we'll look there as well. It'll just be kind of whatever works first to help us find a fossil. And hopefully we can find one soon. I'm surprised it's taken this long. Fossils, I feel like, usually are not too bad to find. But I guess I usually live in a plains biome, which I don't in this series. And so that can make it a little bit more difficult. Like I said, plains biomes I've found are pretty easy typically to find suspicious mounds. There's an Eevee around here, which could be cool. We could get a Jolteon. We may have already caught an Eevee, though, or I don't think we've caught one, actually. We've seen some, but not caught one. But Eevee's common enough that I don't think we'll worry about catching it yet, but we'll probably get one at some point. Jolteon could be a cool member to the team. But for now, we're going on. We've got in the last 10 minutes here, see if we can find another fossil structure. I don't see one yet, but hopefully we'll come across one soon. And let me know anything exciting going on in your guys' lives. I know we talked about Minecraft movie last week. Has anyone seen it since last week? I know only a few people had seen it so far. I still have yet to see it. I think I'm probably going to go next week. And so let me know if anybody's been able to check that out. Ooh, almost fell into the rift, which would have been bad. That would have been an awkward way. I'm still terrified of dying. I do want to live 100 days, and I'm not known for my Minecraft survival longevity. I am definitely prone to walking off cliffs accidentally a lot, and so we're going to have to be careful about that. Try and make sure we actually make it through. Ooh, turtles! These are not Pokemon, but they're like my favorite part of actual Minecraft are turtles. And so we may end up doing something with turtles at some point, because that's pretty fun. Okay, yeah, Cody, you've seen the movie, which is sweet. Anybody else seen it? Oh, we got stuck there. We got Execute here. I think that evolves into... That's the Execute that evolves into a Alolan Executor, which is pretty sweet. Your dad doesn't want to get popcorn thrown at him. That's pretty funny there. That's a concern. That could happen. Is he concerned that he looks like one of the characters, or that he won't like the movie and he'll complain and get popcorn thrown at him? Or has he just had a bad experience at movie theaters? Alright. We're going through here. I feel like we should come across one soon. It's been a while since we've seen one. And fossil structures aren't that rare. Like, I feel like we should encounter one here pretty soon. But I haven't seen any sign of one yet. Oh, there's something over there. There's a ruined nether portal, which will not have a fossil, but will probably have some good items. So we can look there. There's probably at least a gold block, which would be pretty sweet. We do need that for building quick balls, which are my favorite ball of all time. He's worried about the chicken jockey part. Theater was crazy. All right, I'm excited to see how that goes. Yeah, I haven't been there, but I've heard that part is a fan favorite. You have a question? Go for it, Ian. Definitely here. Feel free to ask any question anytime, guys. I may not know the answer off the top of my head, but I'll try and answer any questions you guys have. Okay, we got to be careful here not to fall in lava. That would be a rough way to go. On breaking 2, I think we already have leggings on. I don't even remember what armor we have. Yeah, we do have leggings, so we may not grab that yet. Obsidian is nice. Silk Touch axe, though, that is huge. Curse of Vanishing, we don't want that. But Silk Touch is huge. There's a gold block up there, which could be pretty sweet. Oh, and a gold block right here. So we're gonna make this area of the brown block. Actually, can you mine a gold block with... I don't know if you can mine a gold block with a stone pickaxe, but we're about to find out. Let's put something in the chest here so we have some room. What's something we don't need? We can get one iron block here in a little bit by ourselves if we need to. A whole gold block is definitely worth it. Hopefully we don't destroy it here. Oh, we definitely did. Okay. Don't break a gold block, and we are on fire. Luckily, we're near water. Okay, so we ruined the gold block, which is unfortunate, but we'll come back here later. You wasted $8 that day. Shoot. How'd you waste $8? That's a bummer. Any questions? You can't. Okay, not sure. But we'll have to come back here and get that in a minute. There's bees here, which is nice for honey to get revives. Ooh, yellow apricorn tree. We've been needing an apricorn seed for yellow. What's now one we don't have yet. I don't know that there's if we'll get a seed or not though. I'm not too worried about the actual apricorns. I really just want a seed so we can plant one back home. But I don't think. I think that's everything from there. Okay. We'll have to keep looking here. We got a few more minutes. You need iron. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, I should have known that with the amount of Minecraft I've played. Okay, we got a little bit of a glitch there. We'll pause for a moment here. Popcorn fell out of your hand. Shoot, that is a huge bummer, Ian. Sorry about that. Now we are, I think, at time here. And things are glitching a little bit, so I think this is about a good time for us to take a little bit of a break. Actually, we've recovered. We'll look around this corner, see if there's anything. There's a couple of good options here, but I think we may have to recoup next episode. There is a savanna biome over here, which is awesome. There are some really cool Pokemon that you can catch there, so I'm excited about that. And is that a suspicious mound in the middle, or is that just a random hill? Okay, we'll check it out for the last minute of our video here or so. Why was Chris Evans born? He said any questions. I did say any questions. I assume because his parents decided to have kids would be my guess. But okay, looks like this is not a suspicious mound, I don't think. I think this is just a normal hill. So that's unfortunate. There's pineapple berries here, which we could use. We are pretty full though, so we don't need normal yellow apricorns. We just want the seed. Because we are going to want to start building a berry farm. Now, we haven't found another fossil structure, but no need to fear. We will continue until we find one. The video is called Isolated. Are you playing the mod for Minecraft? I am. I'm playing the Cobblemon mod. If you are new to Cobblemon, then I have a bunch of tutorials on my channel that can help you out with that. Looks like there's some potential over there. There's a pillager outpost. We don't want to go over there because we are not ready for that. We'll go over to this forest and see if we can find a different fossil structure, maybe one of the trees or something. Yeah, this has been a dry spell here. I would have thought we would have found one by now, but we're going to keep going until we find it. I have faith that we'll find one here. Looks like there's nothing here. And sorry again that there's been some glitchiness today. I'll try and see if we can make that better for next episode. I'll be a little more careful. I think we had a couple more things on the stream here with the Wheel of Doom and stuff that I've had connected that I think might be slowing down some things. And then we've just been running all episode, which I think can affect it as well. Ooh, and we need to eat. I have not been paying attention to that. But we have gotten 2 shinies. We spun the Wheel of Doom. We're on our way to getting a fossil Pokemon. I think it has been a very successful episode. It's been a fun one here, so I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's just about to hit 9 o'clock here, my time, so I know it's even later for some of you guys like Cody, so we're not going to stay up too late. This is a pretty awesome biome, though. We're finding lots of good biomes. Wild Impidimp, which could be an interesting Pokemon to catch. Maybe you should go to mine real quick, get some iron, and go to the Pillager Outpost. I probably should soon. We just have to complete what we've done for the Wheel of Doom is my promise that we'll go and find a fossil Pokemon. But once we do, then yeah, we're going to go mine and get ready here. But for now, I think we are going to end today's episode so that you guys can get some sleep. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Special thanks to Joe Bateman for clicking on as channel member. Ooh, it's 11 o'clock for Ethan as well, so we do got to get out. But thank you guys so much. Feel free to stick around, check out any other videos on the channel. And we'll catch you guys all next week at 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Same, same place.